Welcome to episode 23 of Skippable Cutscenes. Can I have everyone introduce themselves? Marissa?
Hi, I'm Marissa. I play Vera, a human bard, pirate thingy.
Cleo?
Hi, I'm Cleo. I play Gilly. And yeah, she's a druid. What can I say?
Will?
Hi, I'm Will, and I play Step, the chair.
Lisa?
Hi, I'm Lisa. I don't get to do fancy intros anymore.
Learning that the Weaver was sending another disciple to the island of Karina, our heroes hitched a ride on Ambassador Amadel's ship in order to arrive in time. We return to our heroes on the Argent Circle, an elven airship floating above the open ocean. It is the next morning. Vera, you have not slept at all.
Yep.
Aw, I left her alone
How long
though.
is this gonna last?
Roll a 1d4, or a d4.
Oh, goody. Hey, do you think Cure Disease would help? Or Lesser Restoration would help? I rolled a 4.
Okay.
So that's
You think
another 4 days.
You think it might last a while?
Oh my.
Well, if it's gonna last 4 days, wait, I'm not gonna get a long rest. Ah, fuck it. I'm gonna try casting Lesser Restoration on myself.
Alrighty. Let me find the description of Lesser Restoration. It is in the player's handbook. You touch yourself and cast Lesser Restoration, and it doesn't seem to have any effect.
Gosh darn it.
Well,
Okay,
it's
Can
worth
we
a try.
just knock her out somehow?
Gilly is, because she's in the Court of Dreams, she will be doing her best to try and help her get to sleep. I'm not sure that Gilly can do anything, but she will, you know.
Alright, roll a medicine check with advantage because you're trying to use your
Jesus.
magic-y boops.
My magic-y boops with advantage.
There's a cat next to me, so I may say some really cute things.
Okay.
He's just staring. I know, he's just reading me on.
Okay, the highest was 17.
That doesn't seem to be enough to allow her to get some sleep.
Seriously?
Okay, I've got a herbalism kit. Can I use some of that to try and put her to sleep?
Roll again. Same medicine check, but using your.
Okay.
Are you proficient in your herbalism kit?
4 days is
I
gonna be an
assume so,
issue
yeah.
because I'm gonna still be having disadvantage on everything by the time we get to our destination, and that's gonna be an issue. So,
Roll with your herbalism kit.
Can I knock her out?
Yeah,
No.
that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, you can knock her unconscious, but not in a good way.
That's a 19.
Okay, stand back. Step's gonna help.
let's not stand back. No?
You managed to brew a really strong caffeinated tea that you think can keep the exhaustion a little bit at bay, but she may still have some issues.
But that's not gonna
Okay.
help her sleep.
It's not going to help her sleep, but it's going to take away the worst of the rubbish.
Yeah, the real problem is rolling disadvantage on essentially every check.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right, I hold my hands open with my palms wide. Vera, put your head between here. I'm gonna slam them together, and I'll knock you out.
No, you will squish her head.
No. Let's not do that.
I was trained as an alarm clock. Trust me.
You were trained as an alarm clock. Oh, well, that's different.
That's meant to wake
No.
people, Step, not to help them sleep.
Yeah, so I'm sure the reverse would put them back to sleep, right?
No, that's not how that works with people.
Don't suppose anyone has the spell sleep, do they?
No,
Not anymore.
I checked. I have
Okay,
nothing.
I'm going to go and talk to the elves. I'm going to go talk to the elves.
Okay, you step outside. Your guard / liaison Dara is
Jeez.
there. Her
Hi,
name's
Dara.
Dara. Hi, Gilly.
Hey, remember my name. Well done. Yeah,
Remembering names is important.
it is. Well done. That's good. I need somebody who could cast the sleep spell.
Ambassador Amadel can probably do that.
Okay, I'll go see Ambassador Armadale. I'll knock
No,
on the door.
don't bring Ambassador Armadale near Vera again. She does weird stuff to her.
Yeah,
Right,
she's a sex
she wants-
pervert.
Yeah, no, let's.
She was,
I'd rather.
you know what?
Then-
You know what? I am going to ignore what those guys say, and I'm going to go to Amadale to speak to her.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Because
sit next to
that's
Vera's
bullshit.
bed and hold guard.
Yeah. Knocking on the door.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not letting
She opens
Amadil
and she's
near her.
wearing a very beautiful, overly fancy.
Gilly doesn't pay any attention to that because she doesn't care.
It's like half pajamas, half lingerie.
Shh, the GM cares.
Gilly doesn't. That pays no. Gilly pays no.
And her,
Hi, I need you to come. I need you to come and cast a sleep spell on Vera.
All right, and she has like hair curlers in, and she's like, "All right,"
Come on.
and she throws on a robe and comes in, and is like, "Hi." I mean, normally, from what I understand of these mushrooms, it could be several days before she's able to get to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She needs to go.
That's a bit of an issue if I'm gonna not.
To do a magical
Fighting.
sleep, I can make her restful, so maybe a couple of days won't be an issue when she wakes up again.
All right, now you know that the sleep spell usually lasts for about a minute.
It lasts
And hope-
for a minute.
Hopefully, I can keep her asleep once she is asleep.
I mean, if you're okay with this, I can certainly try.
Listen,
I'm
it's
going to ask
that,
her,
or
are
we're
you
gonna,
okay with this?
or I'm gonna be pretty damn near useless once we get to Karina.
Alright, so it's a second level spell, so she can cast it at the third level. Where are my d8s?
Oh, can she cast third level enchantments?
She can cast.
It's a first level spell, though, isn't it?
Is it? I thought it was a. Oh, it's a first level spell, so she can cast it at bonus +2. All right.
She can, if she can cast third level enchantments, use catnaps.
I know catnap, but I don't have it prepared. I'd be able to do that tomorrow.
Right, well, if we get sleep going tonight, and she has some respite, and then maybe catnap tomorrow, if that's possible.
Okay.
Okay.
At least that'd be a short rest.
But you don't touch her. You can cast it, but don't touch her.
Right, surely that's Vera's decision.
She's not gonna do it with you.
No, I'm
Well, I was
just
gonna say she's not gonna do it with you
stepping
there,
in.
but last time she didn't know you were there. Judgment, I
mean-
appreciate the carefulness, but
She blushes a little bit, and she's like, "Don't kink shame me.
she did ask.
She gets a little angry. She's like, "Look,
Was it an informed consent, though? I didn't think so.
Well, I was
asked
pretty
her.
heavily under the influence, but she didn't. That's a good question.
Well, either way, you decide. I'm just gonna be here and witness what happens.
she's a little angry about this part about being
No, I don't care about anger.
okay."
Watch me get angry and watch your whole boat burn to the ground.
And then you'll drown.
Wait.
Nah,
Oh, no, you
I have a
won't.
cat
No,
on
she
top of
won't.
You don't
everything.
need.
I mean, you guys might drown, but I can breathe underwater, so it's all good.
I can turn into a fish.
There you go. So we'll be fine. And Step doesn't
doesn't
need
breathe.
to breathe, so I guess
Just
that.
Vera then, really.
And I have an anchor as well in case we need to stop.
If you're gonna burn the boat down to save me, I'm kind of gonna get fucked. So
Well, either way, I mean,
It's right, I'll turn into whale. You can ride on top.
it's
fine.
still a valid threat to Amadil.
Roll an intimidation check.
Oh God. Right. Well,
Don't-
I have
don't make
I
it
have a
worse.
proficiency. All right, that's 20.
Natural 20.
No,
She narrows her gaze at you and seems to believe you.
of course she does, because she knows what I'm capable of. So,
Do you need any assistance at this time?
who is asking who?
I still need assistance.
That's Ambassador Amadel asking everybody at this time. Tomorrow, I will be able to attempt catnap on you.
Give her a sleep for now, please.
There is another thing I can try right now.
Which is
I do have Dispel Magic prepared.
If it's magic, let's try it. Why not?
I mean, they're not very well studied mushrooms, so I don't know
Oh,
if it
God.
would...
Just,
Vera, please.
I mean, we have a couple days, so there's no harm in trying.
That we know of. She's about to give you some experimental
I'm sure you
mushrooms.
No, she's not. She's about to dispel magic.
No, she said she had mushrooms to give her.
No, she had...
Sorry, what?
What?
No, Vera took mushrooms, which
Yes.
is why she's in this state. And Ambassador Amadal suggesting that maybe Dispel Magic might be able to knock out the effect.
Let's try it.
All right. She is going to... She doesn't need to touch you, but she wants to, kind of. She gets a little close and says, Can I touch you?
I get a twinkle in my eye, little flame.
Go ahead. It's fine.
All right. She
I'm pretty sure Gilly knows that she's not supposed to touch her, but Gilly's not saying.
She sort of lays her hand on your
Just let me
chest
sleep.
in the center, between, not like above the boobs, not on the boobs. And she casts a spell magic. And it seems to have no effect.
Well, that didn't work.
Well, that was useless.
Wonder if it's a poison.
From what you gather, lesser restoration would have cured poison.
Wait, so it's not magic, disease, poison? What could it be other than that?
It's natural.
Yeah.
That's not a... I mean, poison is natural, too.
It's in your brain.
So, kids, don't eat shrooms.
Shrooms will ruin a brain, kids.
All right. So, Ambassador Amadal, a little perturbed by getting told off by judgment, is like, if you need me, I will be somewhere on the ship. And she walks out.
All right, what Gilly is going to do is she's going to put her little bean pot down. She's going to put Jimmy at the bottom of her bed, and she is going to effectively put this place under her protection. I don't know how she does it, but she's going to do a druid thing.
Okay.
I'm just reading from the Court of Dreams thing. Magic mends wounds, brings joy to downcast hearts, and the realms they protect are gleaming, fruitful places where dreams and realities blur together and where the weary can find rest.
Oh.
Oh, that's nice.
So I've got an animal and I've got a plant, and there's no actual specific magic involved, but that is how I'm using it.
Okay. So has the
Nice hack.
has the bean sprouted at all yet?
Not yet, not as far as I know. I mean, it's
You
been
you
watered.
actually find that with the spell that it actually does start to poke up a little bit more rapidly than would be expected.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy curls up and fall into a little ball and falls asleep.
Anybody who can sleep probably will, and
Yeah,
anyone who can't can at least rest.
Brian also curls up into the fetal position and starts to sleep. Let's see.
Strange man.
Brian is strange. I love him. He's great.
And yeah, Vera, you do find that you are able to close your eyes. The swirling patterns are still there, but you seem to drift out of consciousness into a sleep that does wipe away your exhaustion.
Oh, yay.
But
When
you wake
it's
up,
gonna
you
be
are
the same.
still technically high. So without some sort of effect like this, you would, yeah. So you're still high. You just are able to sleep in these circumstances.
Okay.
So if Gilly dies, then you'll be up for the next 3 days.
Oh, if Gilly dies, we have other problems.
Yeah, she wants to die.
It's not that I want to die. It's just that I don't mind if I do, because I've already got a plan.
So you are on the open ocean on the Argent Circle, floating 45, 50 feet above the ocean, heading towards Karina. What would you like to do in your room, on the boat?
Since Gilly has set up Vera's room as her a place of her protection, she's going to spend most of her time in there. And I'm assuming plants are going to start growing in there.
Yeah, most of the ship is like finely crafted wood, and you start to see like little branches and little buds start to pop out of the walls. And,
so
and
Gilly
little
will-
green branches grow.
It's a nice place.
Vera is presumably asleep for the next 8 to 10 hours.
Gilly will stay awake whilst Vera is asleep and then go to sleep.
Does anyone else want to do anything on the boat?
I think Step's probably just in step form the entire time.
Yeah, I'm sleeping. I'm probably gonna.
Well, this is the next day. So for Judgment, she's already woken up for the day, so she has a full day in front of her.
Oh, okay. And are we en route?
You are en route to Karina.
Cool. I want to go outside now and get some fresh air.
All right. You step out onto the boat. The weather seems pretty nice for being above the ocean.
How am I feeling?
This boat, this doesn't rock like a when it's flying, it doesn't seem to rock like a normal boat, so it doesn't seem to affect you as much. Plus, you have a little more confidence based on the fact that you're wearing your hat of water breathing.
Yeah, about that. I'm going to need a post office soon.
You're gonna mail it back.
I am. And that was just, me getting to know my spells cost me 150 gold. It's all good. 175, actually.
While you're on the deck, you see crewmen wander back and forth. Amadel does come out and sort of stands by the crystal, like leaning on the ledge, looking at it. And she's relatively near you.
It's all good. As long as she's not bothering my friends, I have no beef with her.
Okay. Did you want to talk to her at all?
Not really.
Okay. So Vera, you do have dreams.
Yay.
They are... They don't seem to be related to anything. They just seem really weird.
Mm-hmm.
You have like dreams about being in school, but you really can't find the bathroom for some reason. So you're just like wandering the halls trying to find a bathroom, and every bathroom is either occupied or disgustingly gross or out of order.
It's okay if you pee yourself. Gilly does have destroy water, so
but not destroy urea.
that's okay. It will just be a powder at that point. You can destroy the water from it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Dry urine, nothing like that.
But yeah, no, that's okay.
All right.
What am I going to do? I'm
The
asleep.
summer court thing last.
I don't know. It's a case of it's an area which I'm protecting. So
As long as you protect.
As long as I'm there protecting it, it'll be fine.
All right. About 8.5 hours later, you open your eyes and you see a lot of greenery and leaves and little tiny, like bright red berries on these branches.
Okay.
And you are in your bed, and now your cabin is partially overgrown with branches.
Well, I poke them.
And you have lost. You are no longer exhausted.
Okay.
You poke the branches, and they seem to be branches.
That must
Don't
be a
do
Gilly
that.
thing.
Yeah, Gilly's sitting next to you, by the way.
Oh, hey,
not
Gilly.
left. And she's still got Brian and Jimmy, and yeah.
Jimmy, I
much.
don't mind, but Brian is a little bit disconcerting, honestly.
He's
He's
Gilly pats him
cool.
on the head just like she pats Jimmy on the head. He's fine. He's
Your pet?
Jimmy and Brian are.
It's like, I've never been on a boat like this before.
I mean, kind of.
Okay.
I mean, technically not an animal. Don't have any. But I feel responsible for him.
Speak
All
with
right.
animals doesn't work on Brian.
No, it doesn't. I've tried.
All right, Vera, since you still have a couple hours left in the day, is there anything you would like to do now that you are awake?
I feel rested at least.
Other than pee.
Well, yeah, I go and take care of all the stuff I need to do.
You can't figure out the elven toilet because it seems to have a couple of like shells in there.
I know how elf
I get
toilets
it.
work.
Yes, you do. You know how elf toilets work. But Judgment won't know.
Okay. And in fact, I can speak Elvish and all that. So let's say I'll go up on the deck since it seems like a good time to get some fresh air.
Okay. You see Judgment as the closest thing that you can do to sunbathing in a world that doesn't really have sunlight that permeates that far.
Getting fresh air is what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like pulled out a lawn chair and is just laying back
Hey.
with sunglasses on and drinking a fruity beverage.
You know what? I actually do have something I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to
Okay.
to first Judgment and then Gilly, and thank them for their help while I was incapacitated. because
No worries.
You know,
It's,
we've been traveling companions,
the
but
party.
your concern was, we haven't.
You do know you're still incapacitated, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm not exhausted, so at least I'm able to function.
You're
Okay.
able to form
My judgment may be
real
impaired,
sentences
but at
now?
least I'm not like. I'm not.
Hey!
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna
I'm
like pass
fine.
out.
You wouldn't pass out anyway. That's the problem.
Did you just
And I
call
assure
me
you, if Step
impaired?
could feel, he would have felt too.
No.
Aw.
Sure, I'll take that.
So yeah, I kind of just give you a nod in acknowledgement.
And as this happens, Step holds his hand up to his eyes, like that fake crying motion, and then like a bunch of sunflower seeds drop like tears from his eyes.
What's happened to you, Step? You used to be cool, man. No,
feel free to investigate Gilly if you would like to.
I shall investigate Step. How do you investigate Step?
Roll a investigation check.
On the construct.
Okay, that's an int test, isn't it?
He's slowly
That's a
turning
6.
into a like not as much construct and like seed is coming out of him.
He seems to be able to produce sunflower seeds on demand for some reason.
Okay, I shall take
Are
the
they
sunflower
edible?
seeds and start to plant them in Vera's room.
They seem to be normal sunflower seeds.
Oh, you want sunflower seeds? I just start producing sunflower seeds.
He just lifts his arms up, and then like out of his armpits and out of his hands, a whole bunch of sunflower seeds just start to billow out like that big red commercial from SNL.
Okay,
Just
Step,
spray
you
across the
are
room.
going to just drown us in them if you don't stop. I
Okay.
appreciate it. When we're hungry and we need seeds in a hurry, maybe.
I just
But
pick
still,
up like
good berries
a
are
handful
probably the
and
better
start
option.
nibbling on them while I
Yeah,
lay
I pick
in
up a
my
handful and put them in my mouth.
Yeah. For the rat.
How's
they
the
taste like-
rat?
They
Okay.
taste like fresh sunflower seeds. And yeah,
Mm.
there's actually 2 rats inside of Step right now that you find out. And a lot of rat poop now.
Wait.
Gross.
Okay.
Step, how'd you get rid of the rat poop?
Fertilizer.
For what? Are you going to start growing...
Oh, for the bean.
Sorry?
Yeah, you can
Huh?
take the fertilizer and put it on the bean.
Also, the rats inside of him seem a bit dehydrated.
Okay, Gilly will get them some water. And,
Oh God, Steph's gonna drown.
She will do. Talk to animals and say, okay, here's the thing. You got to stop pooping inside him, and
Where else
I
are we
will
gonna
give you
poop?
water. Come out, poop on deck, and then go back in.
On the
Both of
poop
them
deck?
come out, poop on the poop deck, and then
Yeah,
head back down into
head back
the
down. Yeah, and I
into the sunflower bonanza.
I scoop all the poop that's in there out and I leave it outside of Amidala's room.
Wow.
we are the best guests.
All right, so Vera, you did say you went on the deck to get fresh air.
Yes.
Judgment's still out there sunbathing. Ambassador Amadel is by the crystal thing, just sort of staring at it. And a couple of other crewmen are wandering around doing their usual duties.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah, I don't
spitting
feel like hitting
sunflower
on
seed
it all right
shells
now.
everywhere, by the way.
What were you doing, Vera?
Said I don't feel like hitting on Amidal right now.
Oh, okay.
Gilly will just go up and sit with Judgment.
And I will just offer Gilly some seeds.
Gilly will eat seeds, but she'll sort of nudge you over on the thing and sit on your lawn chair.
Cool.
With
We
you.
snuggle up together.
Apparently we do. This is a thing that is happening.
It is a little bit chilly.
Is the bean growing yet, Gilly?
Yeah, it's
It
poked out a
is,
little bit.
actually. Yes, it's grown a bit.
Neat.
I mean, have you been inside Vera's room yet? It's cool in there.
Is it? No,
Yeah, I
I've
did a
been
thing.
outside. Oh, you did? What did you do?
Come and have a look.
Okay. And I follow Gilly into the bedroom.
You
yeah,
step
what
in
I
there and-
imagine now, there's just sort of like little vines covering the door now, and
Yeah.
it's just sort of like it's got little flowers, like little cherry blossoms and stuff growing on.
There
through
is
the
a
wall.
pattern to it, almost like it was one of those like rainforest cafes or something like that, where it's built around that as an idea to make it a comfortable space.
I would pick you a flower, but I know you like them alive.
That's fine. Thank you
Aw.
for knowing about my wishes.
Yeah, I know you like living things.
I shall stroke your hair because it's pretty.
Aw, thank you.
See, that's special because Gilly's recognizing that something's pretty and caring.
Yeah.
There you
That's
go.
not normal.
What's also special is that I'm trusting you to touch me.
I know.
Make it gay.
Make it gay.
No one ever strokes Step's hair.
Does Step have hair?
You guys have a wig.
Oh my god, what?
When did this happen?
It's from the disguise kit.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
You're wearing a wig.
I have
He's
a
still not
blonde
wearing-
curly wig.
Oh my god. So,
He just wanted to have more fun.
Step, do you have a gender?
What's that?
All right, okay. Cool wig, by the way.
What pronouns do you like, Step? You actually haven't asked this.
What for Step? I was going to go for they them because it's just a golem.
I think I've been using
Mhm.
he and him. Whoops.
That's because the players will.
And the golems don't reproduce either. So
Yeah, but you may have a preference.
Well, you reproduce seeds pretty well. So,
Oh man, what if those seeds grow into little baby steps?
So, Vera, it's a bit chilly in here. I mean, not Vera, Gilly. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess.
It is. I'm a bit cold. It's I'm gonna
Oh, I've got Vera's blanket.
shrug up against you.
Gilly has no understanding of what you're trying to do.
Oh, that's okay. I don't have
It's okay.
like Judgment doesn't have a real purpose with this. Like she's not like trying to hit on you. She just feels comfortable around you, and that's all she needs.
It's all right. She'll give you Vera's blanket and just sort of give you a hug.
Oh, nice. I kind of just wrapped the blanket around me. You want to join me?
Sure, okay.
All right.
I'm assuming Brian's still asleep on the floor.
Yep, Brian's.
I'm gonna
Brian's.
like hold open one side of the blanket, and we can just sit together.
Brian, you know how when babies sleep and they have their butt in the air? Brian's sleeping like that.
What is this
Face
strange
planted
little
button
man
there.
that you have?
Aw,
is his thumb in his mouth?
it's kind of adorable.
Is
Brian is
Brian's
quite
thumb in
sweet.
his mouth?
No.
Oh, poor Brian.
I bet I
He's
could sleep like that actually, like all curled up, but like front down. Yeah, I'm gonna try that tonight. Seriously.
Whoever you actually sleep with is going to hate you.
Is Step still in the room?
Yeah, Step can be in the room. It's sort of like everyone's just joined in.
Yeah.
I think Step's just standing against the wall, not really acknowledging.
Well, I'm feeling
Wow, okay.
completely cozy.
We brought 12 along, right?
Yeah.
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 12's in there too, sleeping. Now he's sleeping like tits up, laying back, arms in the air, occasionally like moving them like a dog that sleeps, when they're dreaming, with twitching palms, twitching.
This is
Toby.
Gilly's influence. Everybody is calm.
It's very nice. I don't know why I'm cold, by the way. I'm basically made of fire. So,
I just assumed that you were putting it on, but okay.
well,
Maybe you're
sure.
getting hit on.
Yeah, maybe.
Are you saying that to Gilly?
I know. No, maybe something's happened to you. Get Judgment. Maybe that vile Ambassador Amadel has also broken you as well.
For all we know, Dragonborn tieflings might have like an inverse type of feeling hot when feeling
Oh my
hot.
god. Is this how we're describing it? Okay. Right.
So when I feel kind of hot, I feel kind of cool.
Right.
So you're cold-blooded.
I mean, I'm Dragonborn, so that's almost lizard folk, right?
Gilly will try and warm you up if you are cold. And that's probably not going to help
And
if
I
that's...
will gladly enjoy your warming up.
Gilly doesn't understand is the problem here that I'm having.
Well, that's fine. You don't need to understand.
I just went to sleep, so I mean, I'm okay right now.
Yep.
I'm just kind of watching the ocean. All sorts of...
Ambassador Amadel comes over to you and says, do you still need to prepare the catnap for tomorrow?
How much longer until we reach Karina?
Maybe 3 days, 2 or 3.
Then it would be worth a try. Because if
I will make sure it is prepped for tomorrow.
Yeah, if I can't sleep until then, this is going to be an issue, so...
You have slept.
No, I know. But not if I can't sleep for another 3 days. So, it's good to have options, right?
Yeah, but Gilly's still there.
I know, Gilly's good. Gilly's being incredibly helpful.
I know, that's really unlike her.
I'm
going
just
to have to do something about that. Okay.
I would like to know whether it works or not.
Okay. When you come back to your room, unfortunately, there is going to be a lot of
There's a lot of
people in your room.
There's a lot of sleepyheads here.
That's okay.
I am not asleep.
Neither am I.
It's true. Steph is not asleep.
Mostly because I can't.
I'm just snuggling with Gilly under a blanket. Feeling cooler by the minute.
Ambassador
Jesus
Amadel
Christ.
is still next to Vera and says, what do you think of the ship?
It's a nice ship. It's fast. It's flying. That's all good. Honestly, I'm still feeling kind of out of sorts. So, but thank you for learning.
She looks at your pupils again. It's like, I can see that.
Yes, thank you. So I apologize if I'm not being as friendly as I could be.
She squints a little bit. What does that mean?
It means I can be more personable, but not so much at the moment.
Yeah, she sort of scritches right behind her jawline and keeps talking to you.
Okay.
Like, so how did you get here?
On the boat, or what do you mean?
I mean, sure. I'm just curious.
Oh, you knew as far as getting to Karina, right?
Yeah, I'm aware of the attack and how you were hired.
That's basically been it. There's been a lot of I've been hired onto a number of boats for let's say shorter lengths of time usually, and usually the types that are more in need of my skills.
And what skills are those?
My skills in I have training in various sorts of bureaucratic and diplomatic matters that not all vessels have somebody who is capable of doing so. But since we've been on the Port Cassia ship and now your ship, that sort of stuff doesn't come up much. Which is just as well.
So where did you acquire that mushroom?
Oh, we found it on Karina.
She's going to try and incite you to see if you're lying. And no, she believes you.
No, we found it. It was growing.
Oh.
We weren't sure what it was.
Where was it?
I think I went over this. It was actually growing on a mimic.
A mimic?
Yes. That's why I don't mind sharing this information, because, if you want to go out looking for a mimic, go right ahead. besides that, it was out in the woods somewhere. But besides that, I don't recall seeing many more.
So why do you want to be a pirate?
Oh, well, that's a very different. I like the idea of having my own vessel and being able to choose where I want to go, and not having to be beholden to anyone else.
Were you beholden to someone else before?
I think everybody's beholden to some people at some point in their life, right?
Not me.
Really?
Step can relate.
So can Gilly.
Step. I thought Judgment was like, wasn't Judgment like literally like chained up by somebody?
I mean, yeah, but
She's also not here.
Oh, that's true. She's in the other room,
right? Oh,
Yeah. No, this is just you and Amadel.
Okay.
how did
Yeah.
you escape my attention? I must be distracted. It's cold in here.
Jesus Christ. Could you be any more flagrant?
But no, I grew up with some very, very doting parents who wanted the best for their child, and sometimes the best is somewhat overwhelming.
Roll a wisdom save.
That's a 15 on the die. Let's see what my... Guess that's it.
That is exactly what you needed.
Okay.
You detect that she's trying to probe into your mind and failed.
And
And she sort of purses up a little bit, scratches behind her head, sighs.
Well,
Where'd you learn to sing?
what are you looking for?
She walks over to the big crystal, and presumably you follow. Which is really just a couple feet over there. So, you know about the fall of Tamla, don't you?
I've heard of it. Refresh my memory.
Okay, so a long time ago, 800 something years ago, I can't remember the exact time anyway. Very few elves from that time are alive today because that's about as long as we live. We were at war with the Tamlin elves. They had beautiful forest cities covering half of the continent that we share. And we fought over something I presume was stupid. Again, it's before my time. And we crushed them. And she sort of holds her hands up to the crystal, and sort of a bunch of energy sparks out towards her hand and into it. And using one of these, just one of these, we burned their entire half of the continent to the ground. So there is no more forest. It's just open plains and broken people wandering them.
Were there any Eladrin from Tamlin?
Sure.
Hmm.
Remember, Tamlin elves are the ones that have more vibrant colored hair and eyes.
Okay.
Instead of the blonde / silver / whatever types.
I don't remember that, but thank you.
It's in the prep notes that I wrote like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was like literally like a year and a half ago.
It's actually longer than that.
Oh
I think
God, yeah,
you
you're
built
right.
Vera in almost a year before we started.
Yeah.
So
No, to answer your previous question, I had a musical tutor
okay.
who was an Eladrin, who taught me a great deal and was quite strict.
I see.
This is also how I picked up a number of. I was taught how to read and write Elvish, but
Yeah, well, it's common in your area too,
Yeah.
because you were from the south.
a lot of the other knowledge I have is
So, as someone from the South, I mean, you're aware of how, again, I've toured much of the world in my previous singing career. A lot of people that are down south are deluded into thinking that if there is a coming war with Port Cassia, that it would be both over quickly and of minimal consequence. I know that's not the case. A lot of people will be hurt. And how does she want to word this? And I'm curious why, if you came up here for similar reasons. But again, I think that may not be the case.
No. Although I will say, it sounds as though there may be others who have... I look at the crystal, it's like... There may be others who have their own destructive measures that we only barely understand. So, whatever war happens, it's definitely not going to be over quickly, and I don't think it's going to be. I think people are going to be more surprised than they might think.
Well, with the sort of people that I deal with back home, and she sort of gets like a frustrated look on her face. Some of them want a war, and I'm here to try and stop that. But I'm not sure I'll be successful.
Why do they want a war?
Because they're afraid. They're comfortable. Things have gone their way for millennia, and it's really easy to be wealthy and comfortable.
And they think that they're going to win.
Well, when you're wealthy and comfortable, you really do think that, I believe.
How much do you know about the Weaver?
She sighs a little bit and says, I mean, I have the report from Henry, and he pops up on her shoulder. She appears to be human. Sometimes she acts in like otherworldly ways. I know that she has seeded a number of islands in the Sea of Lenses. I don't know what her end goal is.
She's building something.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I don't know
magic
what it is.
and particularly nature are not my forte.
Not really mine either. I mean, magic is, but not nature.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this is part of what, I mean, obviously I want to avoid any additional casualties, but, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that, if there's one thing I've learned and failed to apply, it's that you should have as much information as you can before going in. That's why I'm in the state I'm in. But
she looks at your pupils again and bites her lip. It's like, yeah, it's
but but I think it was worth it if we can use that information. I will say I'm not in a particularly amicable mood at the moment. I feel like shit, and I'm worried about whether or not what's going to happen in a day or two. And to be perfectly honest, I don't know how much help I will be even if I am at my full capabilities. So,
well, you seem to indicate that it might just be one person. So if we're lucky, it may not be much of an issue.
So while Vera is worrying about her everything, I just snuggle up a little closer to Gilly.
Aw.
Hang on.
Aw.
I am just going to do a random charisma check just to see if I figure out what's going on. Oh, yes, I do. Right. Okay. That was a 20.
A natural 20?
That was a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Gilly just... the light
Gilly
The
goes
light
on.
bulb just went on.
Oh.
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 Gay sex.
Scuzzy?
Right. A Gilly will stand up, like, just sort
Harold.
of abruptly.
Oh, no. Oh, man. I made a fire, but I've never been burned like that.
Oh, you haven't heard what she's going to do yet.
Okay.
When Gilly stands up suddenly, I like pull out my anchor and get ready to attack. Like, what is it? What's going on?
Yeah,
It's
wait,
okay,
don't you
I
have an
just-
opossum, a golem, and a Brian in the room?
Yes, in the room at the same time, which is why Gilly has stood up. And she's just going to take Judgment by the hand and just pull her out of the room.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm just gonna let this happen right now. My work here is done. Well, not yet.
And then what happens?
No. Gilly will not do anything until she's spoken to you.
There's an attack going on.
And then what happens?
And then
Surely the timer's gone off. This is a job for next week.
All right. That's all we have for this session.
I will make sure I come prepared.
I'll protect Brian with my life from whatever's attacking.
Marissa? Marissa, where can people find you?
You may find me on my Mastodon instance. It is radical.town. And remember to please go donate to Mermaids. It is a charity in the UK that helps trans youth with social issues. That's it.
All right. Cleo?
I'm Zombie Cleo on the YouTubes. Mermaids.
Will?
I'm Will Piddington, Piddington on Instagram, and I have a graphic novel coming out within the year. But
What?
go donate to
Oh.
Mermaids.
Lisa?
I want to know more about this graphic novel, but yeah, so
I know.
you
You
can find
dropped
me
dropped a bomb on us.
all over the place, like Twitter, Twitch, Mixer, whatever. But you can find all of that information on my website, superlisa.nl.
I'm dewtroid, and I do this, mostly. Our music is by Ian Stalker. We crave validation and appreciate any feedback you can leave. Also, tell your friends.
Look, it's got ribs.
Okay, no. Yeah. No.
I volunteer. I would do in corn cob.
What?